Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And oddly enough, even though I feel better, not great, I feel better than I have. My voice box, even though I'm not coughing as much, I'm still having to push again to, the on switch isn't just binary. I'm not using my voice. I have to push the switch hard into the on position, and then I have to hold it there and push again to make it work. Great. So, thumbs up. On the other hand, after I went to bed last night, I woke up this morning, sat in here, did stuff, walked to the store, because I needed, yogurt and stuff like that, and stuff to drink, and I was almost back before my very first cough of the day. Now, I'm still coughing. I'm fighting coughing right now. And lost. And my throat is, like I say, I'm still having to fight. And I don't sound like me right now. But I feel better. I don't think. And I don't know. I can't tell. I may not. I may have a fever. I don't know. I am now. Since there's a lot to this story. I am now wearing a mask inside my own home when I leave this office here or my bedroom. One of the reasons I'm doing that is because I have been so deadly sick over the past week during this heat wave. My fever has been so high that even when it was blistering hot outside and blistering hot in here, I was still radiating heat over the top of it. I probably should have been hospitalized. So, not good. And I didn't get sick by going out into the world around other people. No, I got sick because my housemates brought it home. Took no precautions. I didn't think about it, took no precautions. And the illness spread to me from inside my own home. This wouldn't be so bad. Except tying back into something, because I have to talk about this story for the full relation on this story. A few months back, I got fired from my multi-channel network. Yay. And then they told me that on 6/21, it was going to be finalized and it was no longer going to be a part of their network. It took until today for them to finally unhook from my network, my channel. Every single one of my 6,000 plus videos is now demonetized. Now, I have to go through and remonetize them, and that's a problem, because if you remonetize something that has an issue, they're going to reapply the issue. So if you have a problem with it, and then you reapply, but there's a problem, that problem comes back again. And I've got a lot of videos back there. 6,000 plus of them. So I can't just bulk remonetize, or I could end up with enough stuff happening that I could get my channel knocked off. So I have to do it page by page. At 50 videos each. I have to go through the list, make sure they're okay, and then remonetize that page of 50. It only takes me about 45 seconds to go through it. But then I have to wait these several minutes while it does the bulk processing, during which time it says, don't do any more bulk processing. I have over 2,000 pages worth of 50 videos each. If even they only took 45 seconds, and then it would still be 75 days of me doing nothing but sitting in this chair and bulk remonetizing page by page. But it takes longer than that because I have to wait for them to finish. So I have 100 days worth of waiting because, again, If I remonetize something that shouldn't be remonetized, they're going to relook at it and then reapply whatever problems there were. So I have to go through. I mean, they even stress, are you sure you want to do this? If there are issues, there will be problems. I'm back to December of 2020 from this morning. Now, one of the reasons that I bring this whole thing up with the whole masking thing is I've talked about how I haven't been sick this past year. Not true. December of 2020. Guess who brought stuff home? Guess who got sick because of it? Guess who is getting tired of getting sick because the illness is being brought into their home? So yeah, I'm going to be wearing a mask when I'm around the plague rats in my own home. That's not to say I'm treating everyone else in the world nicely either. When I go out to the store, if you're unmasked, I don't think that, hey, this person's vaccinated, they're fine. It's like, no. We have so many people, even here, just in the small 10,000 person town I live in, that have treated masking as a joke, where if I see somebody without a mask, you're unvaccinated, you're a plague rat, you're a petri dish. I don't trust you. I got 96% coverage on this vaccination. That means I got a 4% risk of getting the cathete bug. It probably wouldn't hospitalize me, but at my age, who knows? And as I found out from people like my housemates, I pick up stuff anyway. We all do. So yeah, if I come across people that are out and out in the world and you not wearing a mask, I don't say, hey, that person's smart, they got vaccinated. It's like, great, another anti-vaxxer, another anti-masker. Stay the frick away from me, you plague rat. You're radioactive. You're a petri dish of disgusting stuff. I don't want you around me. We are all biohazards. You don't need to be blasting your particles into other people's lungs. Ugh. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, though, there's other things that have happened. As stated, I actually do feel better. I'm not coughing anywhere near as much. And while my throat, to me, feels rough, I got stuff caught in there, and I can't shake it loose, and I don't sound like me to me, I'm quite sure that I sound like 80% normal. So that's good. I mean, I don't know. My voice does sound like cracklier and caught more, so hard to say. But oy vey. Still, it's good to be good. It's better to be better. I slept last night. I don't sleep great, but I'm sleeping better than I have been. The odd thing is I'm getting to bed later and later now, but it also kind of makes sense. Because if I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, and I get out of bed at 5:30, by the time it's like 3 o'clock, I'm starting to wake up. And then 4 o'clock, I'm hurting. And then by the time it's 5:30, I am wide awake. I've been awake. I haven't slept the past hour and a half. I'm awake. I get like 4 or 5 hours out of a 6 or 7 hour lay down. So now I'm going to bed later. It was almost midnight when I finally fell asleep last night. But I slept until like 4:30 and then rolled over and then went back to sleep until 5:30. I'm getting 4 or 5 and more hours of sleep a night, going to bed later because I'm actually sleeping. Now, it's the heat being over helps, but when there's no heat, what actually is really the big difference, once again, generic Ritalin. This is a 20 milligram tablet. I take 3 of those every day, and they help me sleep. In fact, I remember dreaming last night. I don't remember what I dreamed about, but I remember that I was dreaming. That is so rare anymore. Up until about 2004, 2005-ish, I remembered my dreams constantly because I had very vivid dreams. I wouldn't remember much, but I would remember small bits where it's like, oh, that's fascinating. And then that was good. And then for the past like 20 years, no, no. It's just turn off, turn on, and I'm awake, I'm asleep. But you still dream. I just haven't been able to remember them. But I remember dreaming, and so that's good. That's good. That's very, very good. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I feel better. I don't feel wonderful. So today is going to be another take it easy day. This is going to be checking the time on there on my PlayStation recording. This is going to be my only video for today. I'm going to be taking it easy so I can continue getting better. But yeah, pretty soon. So definitely a good thing on that. As a quick aside, I found Joel Havers. I don't know how to pronounce his last name yet. He's the guy that's been doing the Rotoscope animations that I've talked about of, RPG stuff. But he's done tutorials on the tools he used and how he's done it to do his rotoscoping. One of them is an amazing program called EB Synth, where you take a painting, you take something that you've drawn, you give the two pieces together, and it merges them so it looks like the drawing is moving. You can take an actual picture of yourself, you can take a painting of a figure, and if it's close enough and it can match it enough, when you move, it's the painting. So with all this stuff, I'm hoping that I can actually start doing some really silly small rotoscope animation soon. So thumbs up on that. But yeah, as stated, I'm going to be taking it easy, and that's a good thing right there. So thumbs up on that. There's actually more that I wanted to talk about, but the stuff that I've written down isn't stuff that I can think of, other than this last thing that I'm going to say, and then double checking the time because I've forgotten already. I fully understand, because I did it last night, this phenomenon I'm going to talk about. You know how? This doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody does this, but enough people do. There's these memes of people that are like listening to music when it says, like, when you've been listening to a song that hurts and it doesn't hurt enough, so you listen to it again. People do that. There are songs that just hurt. They hurt to listen to. Not because they're bad, but because they reach in, they grab your heart, and they squeeze, and it hurts. You may cry, you may be feeling the most horrendous stuff, because it hurts. But you always come back to it because it hurts in just the right way. I've talked about it before, but if you can find the person, Matt, I think it's like Mike Diva or Matt Diva, I can't remember, D-I-V-A, maybe. He does really, really bizarre commercials. And a couple years back, he did one for Halo Top Ice Cream. The existential horror in this thing is just, I cry hard when I'm watching this video, this commercial for ice cream, to make you eat the ice cream. The existential horror in it is so strong. I cry hard because it hurts. I watched that video over and over and over again last night, crying with my chest hurting. And when it was done, well, I needed to hurt just a little bit more. Play it again. So I understand. I understand entirely why people do it. Is it healthy? I don't know. I don't know if my voice is anywhere near sounding like me either. I mean, my voice keeps cracking and fading, so I probably don't sound like me today. But that's it, really. It's the Halo Top ice cream and how much it hurts and why I'm going to be wearing a mask in my house and feeling better, but I need to feel better. I mean, I feel right now as sick as I normally sick when I am taken out by illness. Literally, again, I likely should have been hospitalized because I was that sick. So, if you have to go out of your home, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try Try not to touch your face. Maintain your social distancing. Get vaxxed if you can. You don't need to breathe other people's infected particles. You don't need to share your infected particles with others. Some people, I mean, if my health wasn't as good as it is, I might not live through this. I mean, last night I took a shower. My heart was racing. And I was out of breath and just feeling like I was going to die. Be careful. You take care. Have a great day today. We'll see you on the flip side. And that is a very good thing. Hopefully soon I'm going to bring back a lot of my normal editing and like thanking people. But right now, I mean, I am dead. Take care.